Hey guys. Um yeah, it is the next day and we're talking about the interesting guy, Mr. Malual. And though we're gonna read from chapter 1, um there's tons of things that he also says in the prologue, but we will skip all of that and you will take a look at those things. But in chapter 1, there's a more about him that needed to be said before we speaks in between lines and things like that. And if you have the book, we're starting on page 2. So it says, the 78 years old gets up before the appearance of the first star. But there is more about this old man that makes men look up to him. He inherited the greatest dignity a man could possibly get. He was a trusted chief in his community for over 10 years. After that many years of holding the chair, he voluntarily stepped down and passed the legacy to his elder son, following the way his father passed it to him. He is a man who practices traditions in his daily life. He is known for his communication style with his family, especially with his wives. It has been noted with his wives, Mr. Malual speaks to them through the children. He selects one child from each wife and communicates all that he needs to be done by that wife through the child. He says women are the shallowest things God ever wasted his time on making. Furthermore, with every encounter he makes with inexperienced males, he tells them he believed men are made for bigger reason, not limited to their distinctive physical appearance, but valued for their philosophical insights. He used to use his position in the community when he was the chief in charge of decisions. He still gets to influence how things go around here, seeing the chair has only moved from him to his elder son. Interesting. Mr. Malual. And as we're keeping along with the vibe of, having this month as a special time of the year when we would celebrate you, say all the great things that you do, the commitments, the protections, and every other things that you are committed to do. We also will use it as a time, as we're reading from this book, to think about the things that our fathers are entrusted to do. And of course, it all depends on culture. There are a few things that needed to be said that are not being done when it comes to ours. And that's my intention, to also have a chance to talk about what those things are. Now that you are in the positions to do them, what are those? And again, I said this before, I will come live on the actual date when we celebrate you, to tell you more about what this is. And happy Father Day in advance. Okay, see you tomorrow.